And finally, the chairman of Sudanese Justice and Movement, Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, discussed during his meeting with Ambassador of Turkey to Sudan, Irfan Nazaroglu, on Sunday the relations between Sudan and Turkey in areas of development and economic cooperation. Ambassador Irfan indicated the role that could be played by Turkey in supporting projects of peace, development, training and rehabilitation at the war-affected areas. He pledged that Turkey would transfer its experiences in all fields to Sudan by a way that would boost cooperation between the two countries in all spheres. And that was your local news. Coming up next, your international news. Pressure of COVID patients receiving treatment increases. Paramedics in London are now receiving almost 8,000 call-outs a day, with Boxing Day described as one of London's ambulances service busiest in history. The service and at least 2 others have urged people to only call 999 if there is a serious emergency. On Sunday, 30,500 infections and 316 deaths were recorded in the UK. But the true scale of the cases is likely to be higher, as Scotland is not releasing data around the deaths between the 24th and 28th of December, while Northern Ireland is not providing either case or death data over the same period. There were 21,286 people in hospital with coronavirus across the UK on December the 22nd. That was the last day for which any data was available. The police investigating a camper van blast that injured 3 people in Nashville on Christmas Day have named the suspect after DNA was collected at the scene. Officials in the U.S. state of Tennessee said the DNA matched that of Anthony Quinn Warner, aged 63. The FBI said there was no indication of additional suspects and that it was too early to suggest a motive. The blast outside a telecom's office disrupted communication systems in Tennessee and 4 other states. South Africa has become the first country in the continent to register more than 1 million COVID-19 cases. It comes just days after authorities confirmed that a new, faster-spreading coronavirus variant had been detected. Some hospitals and medical centers have reported a huge rise in admissions, putting a heavy strain on resources. President Cyril Ramaphosa is widely expected to announce tougher restrictions to prevent the virus from spreading further. The grim milestone was announced on Sunday by South Africa's health minister. The country has now confirmed 1,004,413 COVID-19 infections and 26,235 deaths since the outbreak began in March. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed into law a coronavirus relief and spending package bill, averting a partial government shutdown. Mr. Trump had initially refused to sign the bill, saying he wanted to give people a bigger one-off payment. The delay meant that millions of Americans temporarily lost unemployment benefits. The relief package, worth $900 billion, was approved by Congress after months of negotiation. It is part of a $2.3 trillion spending package that includes $1.4 trillion for normal federal government spending. Had Mr. Trump not signed the bill into law by midnight on Monday, a partial government shutdown would have begun unless legislators passed a stopgate bill. About 14 million Americans faced a lapse in unemployment benefit payments and new stimulus checks. Unemployment benefits will now be restored. And that was your local news report and international news report on Pro 106.6 FM.
Your daily news update on